Okay, you're gonna do me like that. All right. Feels a little close. I literally got the cutest necklace. Let me unwrap it. From a company called Drawelry. It's literally my name. Hey guys, today's video is a declutter of 20 fragrances. I'm gonna try to make this quick, so I'm just gonna give a quick explanation. But before that, I have a quick disclaimer. Not the usual boring disclaimer like, oh, sorry if you guys love it. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm happy to let these go. It's more of a, I just wanted to talk about how the more I've gotten to know fragrances, the more I have gotten to know my taste and realized the things that I don't like. And also, as I've smelled more things, I really honed in on what certain notes smell like. And when I don't like a certain note, I'm able to pick it up easier and easier now that I know a little bit more. Now that my nose is a little bit refined, if you will. I've just become more familiar at picking things up that I don't like as well as things that I do like. So I'm just really narrowing down my full-on taste. You know, before I could pick up a perfume and be like, I kind of like it, but I kind of don't. I'm not sure. There's something I love, something I don't. Now I'm able to really pinpoint when I don't like something, like notes that I don't like, I can pick them up immediately. And I'm like right away, nope, this one has too much jasmine sambac, or this one has too much white musk. That's why some of these have to go. I can't keep them just because I liked them at one point, because I do know that I don't like certain notes and I don't plan on liking them in the future. So most of these, honestly, I am pretty happy to let these go. Anyways, after that super long intro, let's get into these 20 fragrances that I'm decluttering. Maybe I should start off with the ones that I don't have. I gave them away already. One of them was Scentrix by Memo Paris. That one just had way too much neroli. I only had the travel size from Scentbird. It's like a travel size, a little bit less than a travel size. I gave it away. The neroli was too strong. The florals were too florally. It's just the neroli. It was just too much for me. I couldn't, even mixing it with something else, it wasn't for me. It was way too much neroli. It felt very much unlike me. So I gave that to my friend Rose. And then Oud for Glory by Lattafa, I believe. The one in the really cool black bottle that looks like the real deal. I gave that one to my male cousin. It was a very strong, potent, I think it's kind of oud along with the Baccarat Rouge type of DNA. It's really, really good, which is why I wanted it. I love that fragrance, but it felt a bit too potent for my taste. It was just a bit too strong. And I already have something that resembles it, which is Instant Crush by Mancera. So I chose to keep Instant Crush versus that one. So I gave that to my guy cousin. So those are the two that I don't have a bottle for, I think. And then next I have Cheirosa 40 by Sol de Janeiro. This one has to go because it gets too ambery for me in the dry down. I actually really enjoy that effervescent spiced appley vanilla opening. I know it says plum, but I smell like an apple kind of vibe, like the tartness of an apple. It just reminds me of an apple, and it smells so good. It literally smells like vanilla woods, but the dry down is so ambery, and ambery perfumes are just not for me. They're a little bit too like dense and thick, and amber to me just smells like musk's older sister, and it's just not for me. So if I had the smaller bottle, honestly, like I would keep it and use it after a shower, but it's the big bottle and it doesn't even match the rest of my little bottles, and I feel like I just overdid it by getting the big bottle. So I'm gonna let it go because I know I'm never gonna get through this with the amount of perfumes that I have, and I don't love it. I like it, I could wear it, but I feel like wrong to do that, just to use up this whole bottle when I don't even love it. And look how much I've used. I've only tried it like 2 or 3 times, just sprayed it once, and I don't love it. So this one's going. And might as well tell you guys that I'm gonna let go of the cream. I literally bought this when I bought that because I was like, well, I need both to layer them. And I think I might have like dipped my finger in this and tested it out, I think. But it's the same thing, it's the same smell, so I'm gonna let this one go too. I'm sure that I'll find somebody that will love these. And I'm just gonna start grabbing from this big old box that I have here. This is gonna get hard. This is gonna get hard. I'm gonna be one of those people that's like, oh no, I don't know if I should let this go, because I really don't. This is a Ralph Lauren Polo 2. This is a beautiful like cranberry berry shampoo-y kind of perfume. I really, really like it, but the problem with this is that I get that cheap synthetic vibe in there. I've talked about it before. It's like this cheap plasticiness. This is one that I'm so undecided about because I kind of pick it up sometimes, but I really, really like it. This smells like the perfect clean shampoo-y, almost hairspray-y, almost like hairspray, like a clean mousse or hairspray that you added in your hair. I really love it, but sometimes I just get that cheap vibe from it, and for that reason, I'm always going to hesitate to pick it up, so it doesn't make sense for me to keep it. So this one's going, unless of course I change my mind. And I have everything from cheapies to affordable designer to niche in here because I do not discriminate in my declutters. So next I have Stella McCartney Pop. I tried with this one. I tried for a while. I want to say I've had this for maybe around a year. I was so intrigued by a tomato leaf note, and I did pick it up and I did enjoy it, but it just never really felt like me. It felt, I don't know if it's musky, but it just didn't feel sweet enough for me. It just wasn't my vibe. The sprayer kind of sucks, and I never picked this up. I never really was like, oh, I want to try this fragrance. It was never appealing. It smells nice and it's good, and I would wear it if it was just there and I had a little bit of perfumes, but I do not have a little bit of perfumes. So Stella McCartney Pop has to go. I'm sure somebody will love it. I'm just gonna reach whatever I grab, whatever I grab. Okay, so next is Roses Vanille. I have about 4 or 5 fragrances that smell very similar to this, so I just thought this was like a fail-proof purchase. I thought, of course I'm gonna love it. I love Florence and I love Ristretto and I love perfumes that smell like this. They were dupes of this. So I thought I was safe buying this, and I was not, because this has way too much white musk, and I literally smelled Roses Vanille alongside Florence, and I think I preferred Florence. I've tested Florence for the longevity, and that thing lasted like over 12 plus hours on my skin. That one's almost like lacking the depth that this one has, but I still prefer it because that one has regular musk and this one has white musk. I don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's the white musk. It's like I love something about it so much, but then there's that thing in there that just kind of bothers me, and I know it's the white musk, so Roses Vanille is gonna have to go. But of course I still love that scent profile because I have Ristretto and Florence, and I'll never probably get through those, so I'm okay. Okay, next I have M by Mariah Carey. I actually really like this, except the gardenia note is a little bit sharp and strong, and I kept leaving it and I kept hoping that it would go away, that it would like blend in and just smooth it out. But I feel like the gardenia still sticks out too much, and it's a slightly powdery, and it's just not me. The rest of it I love, but the gardenia kind of stands out, and I don't love it. I like it, and I would wear it if I didn't have that many perfumes, but I do have that many perfumes, so I can't keep it just for maybe possibly wearing it once in a while. So M by Mariah Carey is gone. Next is Blackberry Tonic by Mix Bar. I love the berry in here, but the musk is too musky. So I just know that I'm not going to reach for this. I have other perfumes that smell almost exactly like this, but less musky. So I know that I'll reach for that one instead. In fact, it's Philosophy's Falling in Love. It smells pretty similar, but less musky. So when I'm craving that kind of berry, I'm gonna go for that one instead of this one. And this is always gonna be one that I almost hesitate to reach for, so it makes no sense for me to keep it. So Blackberry Tonic is going. Next is Michael Kors Sparkling Blush. This is a beautiful, like 90s shampoo-y, beautiful perfume, but it has that inexpensive, cheap vibe to it that only I can pick up, me and a few other people that have told me in the comments. But I feel like if you don't pick that up, this is a very lovely 90s shampoo-y, slightly florally, slightly sweet, slightly woody perfume. It's very, It's basic, but in a great way. It just smells like clean and feminine and very lovely, but it's not for me personally. So that one's going. Michael Kors Sparkling Blush. I feel like people might be mad about this one. This is one of the ones that I bought because it was like a rite of passage, because everyone on YouTube said it was amazing. So it felt like, of course I have to have it. Of course I'm gonna love it. Like, everyone loves it. Like, how are you even a fragrance YouTuber if you don't own this? So I needed it. And this is Mon Girl On by Guerlain. So I really like this sometimes. This is the kind of fragrance that I can't wear regularly. It's not an easy reach for me. However, there are days that this fragrance is perfect for me. It's exactly what I'm craving. It's a little bit like lavender with like a powderiness to it with vanilla, and it feels very feminine, but also kind of unique in a way. And there's a bit of a unisex touch, and I enjoy it, but not every day. So I almost have to find like the right day. I'm always like, is today the day? Is today the day? Is today the day? No. Is today the day? Until I'm like, ooh, this is a perfect for today. So it's very specific to a mood, and I already have a smaller travel of it that I've been trying to get through, and I can't even get through it. So I feel like, why do I have this if I can't even finish my travel size perfume? Because most of the time, this is not what I'm gonna reach for. And I do have Guess Seductive Noir, and that one's a little bit easier to wear for me. I'm more likely to reach for that one, so it doesn't make any sense for me to have this one. But I did keep the Intense of this, and I did keep the Guess Seductive Noir, which is kind of a dupe for this. But also, I heard some shady stuff about Guerlain, so I'm gonna try not to purchase anything new from them anymore. Anything that they come out with. I don't want to start any drama. I don't want to get canceled yet. I just started my YouTube career. But personally, if I hear some things about certain brands that go against my personal beliefs, I am going to take that into account when I spend my money, because consumers, we speak with our money. So I gotta do what I gotta do according to my beliefs. You do you. I'm not judging you at all. Anyway, so Guerlain by Mon Girl On is going. All of these are hard, okay? This is This is Hidden Fantasy by Britney Spears. This is an orange vanilla, orange creamsicle kind of vibe. Except I have a few others I made a whole video about that. I'll link it down below. But I have other ones that I like a little bit more than this, even though I really like this as well. But if I'm in the mood for an orange creamsicle kind of perfume, I'm gonna go for something like Amo Ferragamo by Salvatore Ferragamo. So it doesn't make sense for me to have this as well as that one, when I'm always gonna reach for that one, most likely over this one. If I keep it, it's gonna be just to try to use it up, just to get some use out of it. It's gonna be one of those things where I'm forcing myself to wear it, even though I do enjoy it. It's something that I'll have to keep reminding myself. So it feels like this mental burden that I just don't need, okay? I want to wear what I'm like excited to wear, not what I feel like guilty for not wearing. So this one is gonna have to go. Hidden Fantasy by Britney Spears. I also let go of Philosophy Empowered. I already sent the perfume to somebody and I forgot to send the box. I couldn't find it. This is Empowered by Philosophy. This is a beautiful woody vanilla perfume. Oh, that smells so unique. It smells like high-end and niche and beautiful. But I let go of it because I didn't see myself reaching for it a lot, and I just felt like my friend might really like it. She hasn't even told me if she likes it, I don't think. But it felt like something she might like. So I sent that to her because I wasn't really reaching for it. So that one went already. Next I have Unicorn Milkshake. I talked about this in my Duo brand video, which is my last video that I posted. I'll also link it down below, but this has a nasty white musk in there that's weird, along with a bunch of really cool, nice, milky strawberry ice cream kind of scents. Like, it's super gourmand, but then the white musk just kind of ruins the vibe for me, so that one had to go. I don't know. See, it's like, I almost love it. I almost love it. But then that white musk just comes and ruins it for me. And white musk also gives me a headache. I don't know if I told you guys that, so I'm not gonna power through a headache for a perfume. Anyways, so Unicorn Milkshake is going. Next is Crystal Love by Attar Collection. I actually really love this. It is a beautiful, decadent, chocolatey apple crumb cake kind of vibe because there's cinnamon. Guys, I really love this. But the white musk, it like scratches me. It's like scratchy. The white musk just ruins it. So I know that I'm always going to hesitate and be like, oh, I want to wear that, but I don't want to have to deal with that aspect of it. This is so sad. This one is heartbreaking because I love it. It is like, Crystal Love is like the better blended, better made version of something like Casablanca. It's creamier. It's just slightly chocolatey, just slightly. It's creamier and more delicious. But for me, I just know that I'm always going to have an issue with that white musk, so it's not really going away. In fact, when I put it on my skin or on me, I just pick it up more and I get a headache. I really get a headache. One time I wore this to bed and it was a bad night. It was just unpleasant. It was literally bothering me. I think it woke me up because it was bothering me, so that sucks. And sometimes I don't pick it up, but how am I supposed to know when I'm going to pick it up and when it's going to bother me? Because if I wear it and then I leave the house with it and it's one of those days where it sucks and it ruins my day, I can't risk that. Life's too short, you know? Life's too short to have a bad perfume day. No. So Crystal Love, sadly, very sadly, is gonna have to go. Next I have Fila Fresh for women. This smells like a really cool freshie, but it also kind of smells, I don't think it's the bottle that did this to my brain, but it could be. But it also kind of smells, like the pink antibiotic drinks that they used to give us when we were children. You know, the medicine that was kind of good. It tasted kind of good, but it smells like that. So I don't necessarily want to smell like that. Also smells kind of cheap, and there's something in there that just kind of bothers me, like this weird powderiness to it. So although I like it, like if I just smell it, it's pleasant, it's okay. But if I really like sniff too hard, it's kind of unpleasant. So I don't want to wear something that's mildly unpleasant. So that is Fila Fresh is going. Next is 2 little bottles of Strawberry Milkshake. This is very similar to the Unicorn Milkshake. Sharper, stronger. It's this like burnt caramel vibe in there along with that white musk. So it's not doing it for me. So this one's gonna have to go. And I have 2 little ones of those. All right, we're almost done. Bear with me. Next I have this Alt Cherry Smash. This is a dupe for Lost Cherry from Tom Ford, and I think it smells amazing, delicious. My bottle's already like macerated or whatever. It smells incredibly delicious. It smells so good, but I never find myself reaching for this type of scent profile. I like cherry. I don't love cherry. If you notice, I don't have a lot of cherry perfumes. I told you guys my taste isn't mainstream. I know that like 90% of YouTubers, fragrance reviewers, fragrance YouTubers love cherry in perfumes, and it's not really my thing. This one smells so good though because it's so boozy. It's almost like, it's just boozy and caramely. It's like the filling of a cherry pie, which I do like cherries and I do like cherry pie. It's so boozy. At least this version is. I don't know if the real one is because I've never smelled the real one. But this one's incredibly boozy and I really like it. But it's never something that I want to smell like. I'm actually going to put this in my upstairs bathroom and use it as a bathroom spray in my bathroom. I feel like it's gonna make my bathroom smell like elevated and kind of fancy. I would want the house to smell like this. I'd want a candle like this. But I don't necessarily want to smell like ooey gooey cherry pie. But how cool would it be to have my bathroom smell like this? I feel like it's gonna smell like expensive, fancy bathroom, even though it's not. So I'm gonna use it because I want to get some use out of it. I would never purchase from this company again. Also heard some shady things. There's a lot of companies. Maybe I'll make a video, but then again, I'll ruin but ruining any chances that I have of making a career out of this, even though I'm constantly doing that. Anyways, I'm not gonna make a career out of smelling perfumes. I don't think I am. Okay, this smells good again, but not on me, not for me. Also, cherry almondy vibe gives me, oh shoot, it's spilling. Also, this bottle is spilling. It's always been spilling. See? It's just, what a disappointment. You've disappointed me once again. This thing has been spilling since I got it. I don't even think I've worn half of the thing. Half of what's missing, it just spilled. So, what was I saying? I will spray this in my bathroom. My bathroom will smell delicious. It kind of smells like a little bit like Jergens cherry lotion, which I like, but it doesn't smell, to me, it doesn't smell like a perfume that smells either sexy or expensive or anything like that. It smells like a household scent. That's just my opinion, okay? Please don't be mad at me. Okay, I'll also be getting rid of these oils from Fragrant Body Oils. This is a rollerball, a big rollerball of I don't need a prince on my side to be a princess. And the reason why I won't wear this, because I think it smells so good, except for the beginning. It's a little bit more citrusy than the original. It's actually like a 98% dupe for it. As soon as it dries down, it's sweet, it's delicious, it's amazing. But this is a big old rollerball, and I just don't feel comfortable rubbing this all over my body. Like, I don't know what's in here. I don't know what chemicals are up in here. And I kind of don't want to rub them all over my body. So I'm probably also going to use this as a household scent in some other ways, but it smells so incredibly delicious. And this is a really cheap website, Fragrant Body Oils, that even other really affordable dupe houses, not the good reputable ones, but like the really low-end cologne houses, just buy oils from these type of companies and then just make their own clones. Can you believe it? Now I'm giving you guys the tea. No, seriously, there's companies that do that. So instead of going to them, I cut out the middleman and I went to Fragrant Body Oils to get some oils from them because they are more of a wholesaler. And I'd rather support a brand like that than... So anyways, this one's going to be going but sticking around a little bit. And then also the oil of Gentle Fluidity Gold. I have the real one, like Gentle Fluidity Gold, and for some reason the bottle, just the bottle, like this area smells moldy, so no thanks. I'll probably like just wear this scent in something, like use it as a household thing. I'm embarrassed to show you guys this, but it's okay. You guys are my people, and you guys understand me. This is the perfume La Vie Belle Eclat by Lancome. I have not opened this. This is a brand new perfume because my beautiful friend Rose sent me a decant of one, and I sprayed it once and I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Immediately added it to my wish list, and then a few days later I saw it on sale, purchased immediately. And then I went back and smelled my sample. I'm like, oh, let me spray my perfume that I'm about to get. And then I picked up so much jasmine sambac. Was it jasmine sambac? Yeah. I picked up so much jasmine sambac and I don't love it. I can wear it and I would wear it and I could tolerate it, but I don't love it. So I regret that I purchased it. Never even got to open it. I just jumped the gun on that purchase and I should not have purchased it. That is one of the big mistakes that led me to my perfume burnout that I had or am currently having. So I was feeling so dumb that I did that. So I'm decluttering that. I'm going to sell that as well. So that is my 20 fragrances. So that is my big declutter for now, and I am still going to continue to declutter. I think this is going to be my biggest declutter. I think this is going to be my biggest declutter, but I still plan on decluttering a little bit more. I'm still going to keep testing and wearing things. I still have a good like 10 perfumes on the chopping block, so I'll be testing those and then making up my mind about those. But that is my big declutter for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for going along with my journey, and thanks for not judging me. You guys are so nice, and I feel like we connect and we relate to each other, so I love that about you guys. Thank you. So that's all. I'll see you guys in my next video. I have so many more videos coming. All right, so thank you guys for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. If you guys like my necklace, it is custom made, I guess. It's from a company called Drawelry.com, and they make custom like gifts. This isn't sponsored or paid for, I wish, but they reached out and asked me if I wanted 2 items from their store, and they just asked me to mention them. This is like a gold-plated like nameplate necklace, and I just put the name that I want, which my name, because I want to label myself. They did give me a coupon code that I don't make any money or anything like that. It's not like a special code for me or anything, but it's just a discount. They gave me this, and then I also, well, they let me pick. So I got this, and then I also got an animal blanket for my baby that has his name on the bottom. I'll insert a picture, so I will be linking them down below. But like I said, this is absolutely not sponsored. But anyways, yeah, this is the first thing that I ever get for free. This is my first PR. It's the way that you